Hey there and welcome to the Home Show episode 2. Coming up, Avengers Infinity War. As the official full trailer came out recently, I really wanted to talk about this movie. So I'm going to be discussing a little bit about the trailer and also a few theories as well, because some heroes are known to die, either in this one or the fourth one. Coming up afterwards, going to be talking about Facebook's recent events, as Cambridge Analytica is being investigated for harvesting data from Facebook users, affecting over 50 million of them. So it really makes you question whether or not social media really can be safe even with privacy settings. And then there'll be some after the show announcements, along with Google Translate Sings video to end the show with. But now, something I'm really excited to talk to you about is Avengers Infinity War. It's coming into the UK cinemas April 26th now. It has changed, it was meant to be the 27th, but they've decided to release it a day early, so great. Not complaining about that, that's excellent. Better than a delay. Now, of course, this is a really big and exciting movie, something that we've all been looking forward to. I don't know who's not excited about this, because been waiting for this for a long time, as all the heroes come together, which we already know in Avengers anyway, but that including Guardians of the Galaxy getting involved, then characters Ant-Man all coming back. And of course it's all about Thanos coming for the Infinity Stones. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that trailer now so that you can get a rough idea of what it's like. I'm not going to play the full thing, so if you want to see the rest of it, then after the show, go in that description box below and click on that link and it will take you to the full official trailer.
The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers. Just like that.
Tell me his name again.
Thanos.
When I first saw the trailer today, I just thought, wow, it just looks brilliant, and it makes you wonder exactly who... There's supposed to be a theory that 3 are going to die by Thanos in this movie. There are some theories that I'm going to get into. There are 2 that we definitely... Well, there's one that we definitely know will die. There's one that Robert Downey Jr. has more or less confirmed. And there is also a third one that I'm not quite sure on. I don't think that this one's true. I think it's just... I don't know. I think these 3 heroes that are supposed to die, I don't think it's all going to happen in this movie. I think it'll probably be... I think it should be, if it's not already, I think it should be 1 in this one and then 2 die in the next one, especially as the next one, the 4th one, which hasn't got a title yet for some reason, because apparently it's going to give away the name. Not give away the name, give away what's going to be happening in the film, which they don't want to reveal yet. So I think we can expect to hear what the 4th one's going to be called afterwards. Once this one's been released, the 3rd one, then you might get to actually hear what the next one's going to be called. But yeah, I don't think they're going to kill off. I think it would be better to kill off 2 for the next one, especially as Thanos will be defeated. We know he will. Bad guys don't usually win in movies. I don't know any I've watched where the villain has beaten a superhero, or any superheroes die for that matter. So this is going to be really great, and even though it's kind of sad when your hero dies, when you've seen a hero die, it's not going to be a happy thing, but it's going to be interesting, because like I said, I don't think I've ever seen a superhero movie where the hero dies, so it's going to be interesting actually to see that, and that's kind of what makes it more exciting in that way, because it's something different. So the theory is, now, I remember reading somewhere that Robert Downey Jr., because I was looking to do with Sherlock Holmes, the 3rd one, and came across this where it was talking about Robert Downey Jr.'s contract is due to expire and he's not going to be signing a new one because he wants to focus on the Sherlock Holmes movie, the 3rd one. He wants to do other things. So we can more or less confirm that he's definitely going to die in it. This might not have happened if he decided to extend his contracts. There could be, you know, things might have turned out differently. Iron Man would have lived, he probably would have saved the day again. like he did in the first Avengers and the second one as well, so he probably would be the hero in the third and fourth, well, more the fourth really, as Thanos will be defeated in the fourth one. So we can more or less, I think it's safe to say that Iron Man, unfortunately, is definitely going to die in this movie. We kind of know the order as well, because thanks to Robert Downey Jr., who gave away not really, a little bit of a hint. In an interview he said about Captain America, so Captain America is the second one, who is more or less confirmed, which kind of knew that again. I read online somewhere that I watched a video where it was talking, yeah, I can't even remember what the video was about now. I think it was, no, I can't remember, but I remember it was talking about Chris Evans and saying that he still wants to be a part of the Marvel productions, but he wants to do behind the scenes work as opposed to on camera. So I think it's safe to say that they're going to kill him off. I'm kind of glad that, if anything, they would kill him off, because someone else playing Captain America, I don't know, it's kind of like with the Wolverine with Hugh Jackman. It's, you know, some people just do it well, and you don't want to see anyone else play them. You're used to seeing them play that character, and they do it well, so you don't really want anyone else to have it. So I'm actually glad that they're killing him off rather than extending him, because I think there was a rumour that they were going to get someone else to play him. But I don't think fans would react too well to that. I don't think they'll be best pleased. Even though it's quite a shame to see Captain America go, and again I'm wondering the same thing. I'm wondering if Chris was happy to stay on, if he might survive in it. So, I mean, that's something that we might not never know. That is something that I will look into, actually. And Robert more or less says which one goes first in this theory, because in an interview that I was mentioning, he was talking about Chris Evans, he was talking about Captain America and saying about that he'll miss him. So that kind of shows that he must go first. In the trailer we see Captain America go head to head with Thanos, and it'll be interesting to see if that's the place that he dies in. And it looks to be the same place where you see them charging, because it looks like they're outdoors and there's greenery, so I think it might be that same bit. So that's the second one, and thanks to Robert we kind of know now the order as well as who is going to be killed in this film. The third one, I have no idea, and to be honest, it's supposed to be Thor, the third theory, but honestly I can't see how that will happen. It makes me wonder if, because Iron Man, Captain America and Thor were the first three that came into it, so sometimes it makes sense if they do end that whole area. Maybe that's what they're thinking, because Iron Man and Captain America are going. They probably think, well, why not end Thor as well, and then we can start on the newer ones. But I think they should keep Thor in if they haven't already, because I like Thor, and it'll be a shame to see him gone, really, or any of them really, especially Iron Man. It's a shame they have to get rid of him. But yeah, I don't think Thor. I was expecting more someone like Black Widow or Hawkeye. You know, someone who can't get away as easily, because Iron Man, I thought he would survive. I was quite surprised. Well, it didn't surprise me because, like, I knew about the contract, but it's just a shame because I would have thought that he'd be able to get away. Captain America's different because he's on foot. Thor can get away in place using his hammer, so it kind of seems unlikely. So someone like Black Widow, Hawkeye, yeah, I could see one of them going. It's not that I don't like them any less. I love all the Marvel characters, but it's just that those are the two that I think are more likely. Unless maybe Scarlet Witch, although she's got powers, but obviously Thanos would be more powerful. She seems like more the type that would try and go up against him because of that power. But I wouldn't see that going very well. So she would be more likely, I would have thought, but yeah, I don't know where they got Thor from, unless, like I said, they're just planning to get rid of all the Phase 1 characters. I don't know. But Avengers Infinity War will be going in cinemas this year on April 26th. I'm really looking forward to it, and I most likely will be doing a review on it. I'll probably do, I don't know how you can make a non-spoiler review really, because I was going to do one for Star Wars, but I don't know how you can talk about something that if you're a really big fan of it, it's hard to be able to talk about it and not reveal some parts. So unfortunately, it probably will be a spoiler video. So for those of you that don't like spoilers, then you might not watch it. But I will put, I will let you know if it's a spoiler or not in the title. so that way you can decide for yourself if you want to click on or not, if you want to know what happens or if you'd rather wait. So the next part now is to do with Facebook, to do with the data, your personal data that's being used. Now, with social media, I personally have always been, I always tell myself that if anything that you don't want the world to see, just don't post it or share it. Don't, you know, just leave it. Because I'm quite careful with what I post online in terms of Facebook and Twitter. I don't put anything on there that I don't want anyone else to know about. And that's really how we should all think when you think of it. That's how it should be. If there's anything that you don't want others to see, don't post it. As simple as that. If you're embarrassed about something getting out to everybody, to the public, then don't put it on there because you put it on there, and by doing that there's a risk that it can get out. However, this is a little bit different because even things that you share with your friends, obviously there are things that you put public that you are happy for the world to see, and there are things that you just share for friends. So again, I have been careful that I'm not too worried because I haven't shared anything that's very sensitive, even though it's with just being, I have a lot of the stuff I put private. And even stuff I share with my friends, there's not anything sensitive on there. There's nothing that I would be ashamed of or embarrassed if got out, or would sort of think, oh no, that was really, no, or feel like, oh no, I didn't want people to know about that. So I haven't really shared anything like that. But even so, the fact that a company has got access and been harvesting all this data, and including your friends as well, getting through to your friends and having a look at their data and their posts and things they posted, and it's awful. I don't understand how this has happened, to be honest. I don't understand how this could have even been allowed. So there's an investigation going on at the moment to do with this, and then it really shows that you have to really be careful what you put online. Don't trust any social media platform, so just always be careful, even if you are just sharing it with friends, or even if you click the just only me thing, like a post you might have been thinking about sending, because I sometimes do this, a post that I've thought about sending out, but I normally take ages to write a message, so because I always keep checking and editing and that. So just be careful what you put online. So like I said, if anything that you don't want the world to see, don't put it on there. Even if you think it's safe because you put friends, you've shared it to friends only, then even so, just don't send things, just don't post it or share it, whatever it is, whatever it may be. There is also concerns that because Facebook also owns Instagram and WhatsApp, that it could be the same. They could have got data from that as well, especially with WhatsApp, because with messages. It's been said as well that it had something to do with the Trump election. So they were gathering, like, getting your personality, and from that deciding who you would vote for, which I really don't understand why that was even necessary. And same, there was a whistleblower apparently that said about these quiz things that are on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you'll know about them. Apparently they have something to do with it as well, because of course those quizzes are like things to get to know you, and it's actually for them. So yeah, it's also made me wonder about whether or not I want to stay on Facebook or not. I know social media is pretty much the same, there's still that same risk of this happening, but it's still put me off, particularly with Facebook, because this is what's been going on. Whether or not, because I've got it's difficult because I've got the home pages on there. I've got the home channels on Facebook. They've all got their Facebook pages. So it's quite difficult for me to decide what to do for the best, whether or not I should delete it, or if I should keep it on there. So that's something I'm still deciding. And that reminds me, if you are on Facebook, then you can also find home studios on there and all the other home channels. Although it might not be on there much longer, that's something I can't promise. So I can't see myself actually doing it. I don't think that will happen. I don't think I will delete my account on there. The most I'll do is probably deactivate it for a few months until I've made a decision, but I don't think I probably will. I think I'll end up reactivating it and carrying on as normal, because like I said, I haven't shared anything that's sensitive, and although I don't even know what they've got hold of about me, so that's quite hard to tell. But then I haven't revealed, like I said, I haven't revealed anything that's too sensitive, so not too much to worry about there, because I've seen some really foolish people share credit card details. They've taken pictures of their credit cards and other stuff as well, and why? I don't understand why people would do that, but there you go. So that's pretty much the end of the show. So just a few little announcements just before I close. So the home schedule is still working on getting that 100%. As you may have noticed, there will be videos one week and then maybe a week or two later there's still nothing on here. This will be completely sorted, I'm hoping, in April. April time should be better. Give me more of a chance to get organised, because there's other home channels as well that I'm trying to get organised to launch, like home gaming, which is one that I'm really excited for. As well as preparing for home radio, and there's also home help, which is coming very soon. You may have noticed that I think it was in January, early January time, there was nothing on this channel after the 200 subscribers video, and the reason why was because we had a few Wi-Fi issues, so I wasn't able to upload anything. So that's the reason why there were delays on that, and since then the schedule's been all messed up, although it kind of was anyway, to be honest. But yeah, that should go back to normal very soon. There's also home news hopefully coming out this week when you're watching this, so that'll have more details, because there are some the things I mentioned in the home update. There are some little changes, and also there'll be dates on when these changes come into place. And one thing I actually forgot to mention on there was the fact that you can subscribe to an emailing service, which hasn't been created yet. So there'll be an email address that you can email, and you'll be automatically subscribed that way. And you can receive updates on what's going on the channel. So if you want to know about movies that are coming out and exclusive details that won't be released in a video, or on the Home Studios Twitter and Facebook pages. So you can find out, you can always be up to date with information on what exactly is going on. And there'll be more details in that on the home news. So that's pretty much the end of this show. As you've noticed, I have edited this one because I've really struggled to find my words for this one. So I decided not to do a live one like I did before, where I was doing a live feeling. So these will be edited, and I do plan to do a live stream of the home show one day, actually do it properly live. But at the moment, I can't see that happening, so I don't know when that will be. And also, just one more thing quickly, I will hopefully be having guests on here soon. Still arranging for that to happen, but hopefully that will happen this year, as well as, because we talked about like movies and series that are coming up that I've got planned for this year. And there'll be a video more detailed on that coming up very soon, and discussion a little bit on the home news about it as well. So, all that's done, and I'm losing my voice now. So, if you like the show, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know, is there anything that I can do to improve it? I really need your feedback, as it will help guide me and help me to know what I can do to tweak it a little bit. Yeah, so let me know, and also share it as well for anyone that might be interested in this with the points that I've discussed. I will also link the article that I was talking about to do with Avengers Infinity War. I will link that down below. I'll also link to do with Facebook as well, with what's going on there. So I'll put that down in the description box below, so you can go and check those out for yourself. As well as, almost forgot, the Avengers Infinity War trailer as well. So make sure you go and click on that, and you can check out the full thing after the show. So before coming to the end of the show, something I will always be doing on here is playing a Google Translate Sings video, and this one is Google Translate Sings Bad Blood by Taylor Swift, and it's by Melinda Kathleen Reese, who has very kindly allowed me to show these on here, so it helps promote her for people that may not have seen her before, seen any of her content. So make sure you go and subscribe to her. There'll be details in that in the description box below as well. So without further ado, here it is.
Children of poor circulation, I know you're mad at me, so this does not work. Evil eye your blood, yes. Now we have a quiz. We will not solve the crisis. You know, of course, relieving pain. Now find that you have a vendetta. You carried out this. I thought that you could count. You had his struggle was bright. Now he's a little fuzzy. I'm sick because you hit me. A child, I'm unable to breathe. This is a very deep wound, like you're laughing at me and the souls of the scholarship. Oh, what a shame. It's just you and me. Children of poor circulation. If you examine, if you'll have to have a look at, because you have no good now. Gaze, now we have a problem. Not have overcome the issue. That is a deep neckline. Now finally you have a vendetta. A curse! She thought that attractive. Once upon a time, the wounds of the nicest. That it is her, their daddy. This kind of hurts, they last and they last. You think this is normal? Those things will exceed to her. The time can cure, but this do not want. While itself she comes to the distant line. Oh, such a pity. It's just you and me. Children of poor circulation, I know you're mad at me, so this does not work. Evil eye your blood, yes. Now we have a quiz. We will not solve the crisis. You know, of course, relieve pain. Now find that you have a vendetta. Plasters fix bullet rumps. You say unfortunately, only formally. She lives itself with the spirits. Plasters fix bullet rumps. Slow says the heart stricken for the sample. If yourselves live like that, yourselves live with the feelings. Oh. If his love is the careers of the blood distant children of poor circulation. If you examine, if you have to have a look at, because you have no good now. Gaze, now we have a problem. Not have overcome the issue. No, we have. That is a deep neckline. Now find that you have a vendetta. Children of poor circulation, I know you're mad at me. Why you mad? So this does not work. Evil eye your blood, yes. Now we have a quiz. Better get 100%. We will not solve the crisis. I know we know, of course, relieve pain. Of course. Now find that you have a vendetta.
So that's pretty much it. I've just realised I think I should have saved what I was going to say before the video, before the Google Translate things after this bit, but doesn't matter now, it's too late. So thank you very much for watching the show. Let me know if there's anything I can do to improve in the comments down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And thanks for watching this show, the Home Show episode 2. There'll be another one next month, hopefully. Not promising anything, but hopefully aiming once a month. So yeah, see you in my next video. Bye everyone.